Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Hair Gaming. We're here with another video covering our favorite game, Last War. And we have fantastic new news. T11 units have finally been announced. They were just announced like earlier today, pretty early in the morning my time, but we're going to jump on in to the Discord post that the developers have put up. We're going to see all the stuff that they've released about it. This is basically like a teaser, but we're going to go through everything. I'm basically reading it for the first time. We're going to talk about it, and I'll give you my thoughts as we go through it together. But let's jump on in. Alrighty, so here we are on the Last War Survival Discord. So they just posted this like earlier today. You can see the time of posting is like 5:22 a.m. my time. Right now it's a bit past 11. But let's jump on into it. So basically up top they say the following is a preview of content under development, so that's good to know. So everything that we see here is basically stuff that might change and they might alter it in some way or whatever. So that's a good disclaimer to say off the bat. So what we end up getting and what we end up seeing might be different from what they show us here in this post here. So first thing is level 11 units, new features. So we got dual unit type switching. So trained level 11 units can switch between two types. That sounds cool. Special assault troops and heavy shield units. Okay, so special assault troops are this guy here. Nice looking graphic. I like the little hood with the almost like stormtrooper esque kind of little visor thing, and this assault rifle looks pretty slick and chill. I like the little chibi style that they kept for the troops. So even though they do look, super cool, like they are still kind of little chunky little guys. But yeah. So the special assault troops increase continuous combat capability in single expeditions, which is suitable for advantageous battles. No idea what exactly that means, but let's keep on reading and we'll see if they get into it. So moving on down, we have the heavy shield units. This guy looks pretty neat. He's got like a nice little protective shield here. And for some reason, he has like the good guy helmet, where like the other guy has kind of like the bad guy helmet, and they're also facing opposite directions. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. But yeah, these heavy shield units are going to reduce severe injury rate. Fewer severely wounded units will return home after each expedition, effectively lowering unit recovery costs. So this sounds pretty good to me because this can be really valuable, especially when you're fighting like outside of your weight class. So for me, that's when you're fighting the gold zombies. Like I tend to actually fight a bit lower than the zombies that spawn around me, mostly because because there's a couple of really strong folks in my alliance who I can kind of funnel the stronger ones to, but two, because I just want to mitigate the amount of zombies that I'm losing when I'm fighting them. So I'll only fight like certain ones that appear that I know I won't lose that like too many units on. So with the heavy shield units, if I can take advantage of those, I can save myself some units and maybe punch above or at least fight above my weight class more frequently without fear of losing as many troops over time. So that sounds pretty nice. Oh, and it says switching conditions that all the squads have to be in the city, and the switching has a fixed cooldown time. So that sounds good. Like that actually adds another layer of tactics to it. Would you believe more tactics in our tactics war game? Bonkers. Where you actually need to like make a decision about what kind of troop that you need in the moment, and like be aware of what's happening and make the right decision at the right time. So that sounds cool. I like the capability of being able to have more tactical play at hand. So let's see, we got unlock requirements. So after entering the season 4 off season, that'll be after season 4, the new building Equipment Research Institute will be unlocked. It can only be built after unlocking T10 troops. So like this is like plenty of time though. Like by the time like end of season 4, like I think will be enough time for most people to have hit level 30 and gotten through that tremendous grind to get to T10 troops, even if you are free to play. At least I hope so. But next up after that, you're going to have to complete 4 equipment research projects in the Research Institute. That's going to be helmet, chest armor, protective gear, and weapon in sequence. Sounds a little bit like Mega Man, honestly. And then you got to get any of your barracks up to level 35. That's going to be a nice little grind. And then after completing all the requirements, you can welcome in your brand new level 11 troops. And they have this graphic here, which looks pretty neat. It looks like they've got some like placeholder text with the lorem ipsum text here, which is just basically just, stuff is going to be said there and they don't have a clear idea of what it's going to be. We got a couple of numbers on the side, which looks like they're going to be upgrades that are coming through. It says current R&D is that there's an explosive sniper rifle. I'm guessing that maybe that's like the rifle that the assault trooper gets, or maybe you can swap them between. You can swap gear between your two types. That would be pretty neat. And you can tell like down here they got some kind of upgrade mechanic where there's like looks like there's going to be two new materials that we're going to get exposed to that we're going to need in order to upgrade these things. So I'm guessing that maybe like each of these tabs is going to be a different piece of gear because you have to do all the research independently. Where you have the helmet, the body armor, the weapon, and whatever the other thing was. I'm guessing that maybe that's what that's going to be, but maybe they might talk about it a little bit more below. So let's keep on going. So then we have training and enhancement. So the unlock process for T11 is going to differ from T10 units, which will be unlocked through the tech tree. T11 units require completing research on 4 pieces of equipment sequentially. So unfortunately, that means that we're not going to be able to like start researching stuff at the same time. But it's going to be a little bit more similar to probably how the Age of Oil worked for us. So it's going to be within the Military Equipment Research Institute building, a little bit wordy. Each completed equipment research grants corresponding attribute bonus. That's nice. Once all pieces of equipment are completed, the T11 units are officially unlocked and are going to gain exclusive traits. That sounds neat. Special assault troops are going to reduce the attribute penalties when the marching squads has insufficient units. So that makes more sense. So like when you do concur like multiple successive battles against like a target, it's like it's battle day and you hit some dude's base and you hit it again and you hit it again. If you're losing troops while you do that, like you've probably noticed like hitting somebody when you've lost like maybe only like 20% of your dudes, even when you're way stronger than him, like you then after that battle take like 60% losses or like 40% losses after that. So it's like you definitely take some penalties for going in with not the maximum number of troops. So it sounds like the special assault troops will reduce those penalties, so they'll kind of still be able to hit pretty hard, even if you do lose like 10 or 20% of your dudes. And then the heavy shield units are going to reduce your troops' severe wounded rate, like they said above. And it says further enhancement upgrades can progressively unlock additional unit traits. So I'm curious to see what they'll have there, but it looks like they'll have multiple tiers of those. Cool. Oh, we get some new gameplay. Let's go. So new gameplay to showcase the powerful capabilities of T11. The honorable campaign will be replaced with a brand new event. I'm not sure how I feel about that because I do like the honorable campaign. However, like the honorable campaign is just kind of like a thing that gets me resources where like I've hit level 50 for all my squads that they have available. Like I'm not really doing anything anymore. Like it's just like I get to level 50, every 2 days I hit the button, I get all the stuff, and we clean out the store, and that's pretty much it. So replacing the honorable campaign, like while I still want the free stuff, like new mechanics and new gameplay loops, that does sound more fun. So I'm curious to see what they'll do with it. So the original expedition stage rewards will be converted into idle rewards for the new event. I'm not sure what idle rewards are, but okay. Which will allow commanders to focus on experiencing more challenging battles. I like that. So to unlock the event conditions or the event unlock conditions, after a certain period of time has passed in season 4, that's condition number 1. I'm cool with that because then it means that like the new content arrives for everybody indiscriminately. So you don't have to get to like a certain benchmark of power or whatever to be able to have fun with new things. Everybody gets it all at the same time. So I'm down for that. And then the other condition is one of your barracks has to be level 27, which is also fair. I feel like by the end of season 4, by the off season of season 4, you'd probably be at least close to that, if not. But yeah, keep going. So we got this graphic here, which shows wilderness survival at the top. We got this upcoming exploration, No Man's Land number 3, which I'm guessing is this guy here. It looks like there's been some stuff that's already completed, and there's like more stuff around the map. You can see we got the dispatched soldiers. That's the graphic for I think T9s. So that might just be a placeholder. I assume it is. Like they said that they would update stuff, but whatever. Some power, some morale. I don't think those numbers mean anything right now. But the Wilderness Survival is ready and ready. Wait, Wilderness Survival is ready and ready to depart for special training at any time. Sounds neat. This kind of reminds me of like the other training exercise that you can do that nobody cares about anymore after a certain point, where you just get like, a handful of troops for doing them. Frontline Battlefield, I think, is a lot more fun to do, so nobody really cares about that anymore. But this UI kind of reminds me of that, so just a thought. All right, moving on, we have T11 related items. So equipment research and enhancement progression will use two new types of items: the gear materials and the gear cores. I think that's probably what we're seeing down here is those two new items: gear materials and gear cores. You can obtain a certain amount daily for free through the new honorable campaign gameplay plus research via packs. That's fine. That's par for the course for everything else. After T11 is unlocked, producing units will consume resources and oil. That's fine for me. I can see from some of the comments people are a little bit upset about that, but that's fine for me because I think like currently oil is like really only used for like buildings that are over level 30. I think your headquarters as well, and then like research that's within the Age of Oil science tree. There might be some other stuff that probably uses oil that I just don't pay attention to, but there's not a lot of use for oil. So having more stuff to spend it on, even if that means that I'll run out from time to time, I don't like having stockades of stuff that is like that's hardly used, and I want more usages for stuff. So if they come up with that, that's fine. Oh, and it looks like that's it. So the last bit says that this content's under development and the final version may differ from what is shown here. And it looks like they'll have some more T11 updates that'll come out soon. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that we know about T11 Troops. There aside from like when it'll come out, no idea. But I'm looking forward to it. There's some cool stuff here that they're looking to add. I like the opportunity for more tactics-based gameplay in our like war game. I feel like there should be more of it, one would think. But they're getting to it, so yeah, that's nice. But I'm looking forward to it. 1, because more power. 2, because new stuff. 3, because new game mode. But if and when I find out some more, I'll definitely be reporting on it. I will follow up and we'll chat about it. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that this is just another cash grab? A more opportunity for people to dump money into the game? Or are you excited? Do you think that there's some merit here? Above all else, does it sound fun? Let me know your thoughts down below. But yeah, I want to thank y'all for watching. I'll thank you for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.